Anyway, what's been your favourite role so far?
Does it have to be TV? Could it be theatre?
No, it can be anything. Anything. It could be working at McDonald's if you like.
Elle Woods in Legally Blonde to me was just everything. And I was only 23 and I just thought, this is it. Like, I just knew life had changed because I got to be a leading lady for the first time. And my job was, as much as it was hard work, like it was a lot. I never left the stage if it was literally to do the quickest change in the world or to grab a dog. And I got to work with, to work with dogs all day long, and I got to have puppy sleepovers and be with them so they were comfortable with me. Like, who gets to do that with their job? I did. But for nearly 2 years, I was on the road, and I think I saw the length and breadth of the UK and Ireland, and I loved it. I missed home, but I made my own comforts wherever I went, and it shaped me as the woman I wanted to be in this industry. And I faced a lot of highs and lows with the role. You can have those days where you don't think you're good enough, like we've spoke about, and it doesn't matter. You've got to get up and do 2 shows to an audience that's paid to watch you. And so those were the testing times. And, obviously you can get so tired just from the traveling, never show itself. But there's nothing, I think, yet that has really, obviously Coronation Street tested me in a different way. But that role was just, I fell in love with her. And she was already created for me because of the iconic role that Reese Witherspoon played in the film, which meant you could kind of put your stamp on it and make it your own play. I just loved it. I loved it. I love what that job brought. I've still got friends from that job. And it definitely was like the making of me. So I always treasure that one. 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you guys.
How old? What advice would you have for anyone that wants to get into acting? And it's a double question really, because what advice would you have? But also, what's the best age? If you're thinking of going to drama school, what would be the best age, or getting like an agent or anything like that? What would be your advice from being in the industry, so from your age?
Really question yourself if you want to be in it. Really ask yourself, is this going to make me happy? Because it makes me fulfilled. Like, if I was having a bad day and I just had to get up and go to rehearsals, or go through singing lessons, dance lessons, acting. We went and did acting for camera where I was training. And if anybody was to say to me, you can do this, you can do that, and that wasn't quite right and all, it didn't matter. When I went home at the end of that day and put my head on that pillow, I was going to sleep with this little dream that I was nurturing every day. I was just looking forward to the next time I was going to learn something, and how could I be better, and how could I improve myself? And oh my goodness, the amount of roles that there are out there to play. It was like I was a child getting to play dress up. And that really resonated with me when I do get the no's, is because I'm like, no one's going to, it's fine. That just wasn't right for me. Then it's making time to make sure that the right job's around the corner. So if the no comes, it's because that wasn't meant to be. I get that. I could tell my younger self that because you grow and you figure that out. But when you're young and you're very impressionable, I think when you say what age, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. I was in a year of 54 at Guildford School of Acting, and we had all different ages, all different ethnicities, all different languages. People had come from overseas to train there, so it was phenomenal. And that rounds you off because you realize that you're a small fish in a big pond. Small fish. And and I suppose that's when you've got to be even more hungry for it. So that's why I question, if you want to do it, you kind of got to eat, sleep and breathe it and love it and want more of it. And it's a crazy world, but we do it because we love it.
How do you switch off at the end of the day? So say you know, playing Kate Connor, how do you switch off when you go home and they've said, okay, cut, and that's it, you're back to being Faye? How do you, when you've been crying all day and you've done a really hard slog of a storyline and you've been there 7 till 7, how do you go back, and how do you sleep? How do you function as Faye?
A few things are going through my head when you ask me that question, because we were really fortunate enough at Coronation Street to have an on-set therapist that would talk to us off camera, between scenes, privately if you wanted to, just to kind of do, well, how are you feeling? Never mind how Kate's feeling, but how are you feeling? To detach yourself from that. So I learned a lot about how to switch off for myself in the future. If I was to struggle again with a different storyline or just having a bad day, and there is no therapist to kind of talk you, and not everybody has that luxury. So if it was just an average day, I'm sorry, but fitness is something that is my therapy, because I feel amazing afterwards. And it is endorphins. There's a chemical balance there that scientists can prove it. And I sweat and I get out of my head, because being in my head, I can question things till I'm blue in the face, and I can really get down on myself, and I can beat myself up and pull myself apart. But the one thing that puts me back together again is just exhausting myself and just wasting all that, you know, all that energy that I might have to put into those negative thoughts are gone because I've worked out. Anything, you know, I think we've proven that now with COVID-19. It's tested us, and we're at home now having to work out instead of doing a Blaze class. You know,
I've been doing Blaze at home on the live. It's been amazing. It's the best thing ever. 3 times a week I do it.
Everybody's realised that there's ways and means now to work out at home. It's okay. We don't need, you know, a membership to anything, and we've got the great outdoors that we should be enjoying nature so much more than we have. We haven't really been doing that because we got lazy, and you know, we didn't think, oh, an afternoon run. But I'm getting out there all the time now, so that's how I switch off. I probably should meditate more. I like to watch your programs and all of that to switch my mind off, which, you know, I think everybody kind of really does that in a way. No?
You know what? If it's not broken, don't fix it. It doesn't need fixing, kind of thing. I don't think I said that right, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So a really good question is, like, what have you been finding what exercise have you been doing? Because I know you and I've seen your body, and it is to die for. And what it's like, abs forever. Oh my God. You know, when just so you know, when
I'm asking me to get my abs out now.
No, you don't need to. We can all just Google them. They've got, I'm sure. In fact, let me just ask this. Somebody asked me, was there a fan account that was set up for your belly button?
Oh my God, there was.
There was. Somebody asked me a question. I was like, what? There was a.
We found out at Corrie, though, is one of the girls that you realised, and I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. I haven't looked on it, though.
Why?
Should I?
Yeah. How would you do? What would you Google? Like?
Taking too many pictures of my own belly button, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, but that would be so
I have
weird.
an innie and an outie. If that's...
You do?
I think I have an innie and an outie. It's like a little bit of both.
Goodness me. That's it. See, that deserves an Instagram account of its own. A fan account. So any of Faye's fans, if you can find this account, please would you DM Faye, please, so she can see it. I'm sure somebody follows it.
Workouts, isn't it? Because I get this question quite a lot, and for myself,
that 6-pack, I'm not surprised.
Well, for myself, I try to do a mixture. So I've been running a lot more because we've had this beautiful weather. I have been doing Tracy Anderson, which is something that I used to do way back when. I discovered her when I was like 20, and I just love that. She's an American.
She used to be Madonna's trainer, wasn't she?
Gwyneth Paltrow. I think she still works with all of those A-list celebrities, but you can do her workouts online through YouTube, really easy. And I love her way of working. It's quite technical. It's a bit odd if you've never done her before. You will get used to it if you've done a session with her. But she basically, when she was younger, her story was that she was a dancer and she was a certain body type and she didn't look like every other dancer. And because of that, she wanted to understand how she could look like them, but still be strong and still be her. And she found a way of exhausting all of the tiny muscles around our major muscles in our body so that everything got tight and everything went to the way that we wanted it to. So she does like standing abs instead of crunches. And she does like arm workouts to exhaust every single muscle in your arm so you get really toned arms. She doesn't work with massive weights. But then on the flip side, I do like to do HIIT training. Everybody knows I have a lovely man by my side called Joe, who's a barriers trainer. He trains. I'm very lucky to have a barriers trainer by my side. So I get to work out all the time.
My God. That is so good.
Mix it up, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, yeah. So what advice would you give to someone that hasn't really got into exercise, that wants to start? They're thinking, okay, I've been a fat flump for however long now. What advice would you give them to start?
Yeah, start small. I mean, if you're trying to better yourself as a person and move more, make sure that you have a balanced diet with that as well. Because we can reward ourselves if we've worked really hard and then we kind of go back to square one. So just even going for a walk. I mean, I know the weather's not great as of the 1st of June. I don't know what happened, but especially up north, I mean, the rain.
Well, it's never good.
But sometimes it doesn't really affect me. I quite like the rain. It comforts me. I'm probably because I'm from Manchester. But anything, just start small. Do something that's really easy. You can do these little apps called 7-minute body kind of apps. And I've downloaded a few on my phone. Sometimes if I'm kind of stuck in my head, like I say, I'll just do 7 minutes and I feel great because it's just 7 minutes of work. And they're tiny and it's simple and it just kind of gets your heart going. And that to me, I think is key. If you're just walking, if you don't have, the luxury of a house up and down the stairs, just moving, get around your apartment, clean. I know that sounds, I'm Monica, so I like cleaning. I know not everyone out there likes cleaning, but that to me is a workout. Like hoovering.
Do you get a sweat on doing the hoovering though?
Yes, 100%.
Really?
Put some music on, dance around the house, just move.
I've noticed that when I'm holding the hoover, my hand really clenches it, like really tight, which is a bit strange. I've noticed that. And then I think, pardon?
You're just doing a thorough clean.
With my hand, yes, clearly. Very odd. So have you got anything, is there anything new on the horizon for Faye Brooks? Anything you can talk about? I don't know.
I would. So I got a new agent just before lockdown, would you believe? And he's lovely and checks in with me every other day. And I have got really excited about, someone new who is fighting for me to just get a foot in the door with everyone and everyone. And so I'm up for all sorts. And I was doing a lot of auditions prior to lockdown, but then obviously we have been told to stay home. And Zoom is this new way of, I have to audition through Zoom, or I have to do a self-tape, which I'm used to doing self-tapes because of TV. It's our only way to kind of, especially with dramas and Netflix and anything American, you have to do self-tapes and send them on. So I'm quite used to that. Mm-hmm. But nothing is happening because of lockdown.
Yes.
Everything is a question mark. So roles that are meant to kind of be given by the summer, we don't know if that's going to happen. And I don't know what's going to happen over Christmas time. I don't know what TV might open up when we suddenly get, that whole release of no more lockdown. And I actually get to go and meet the people in the room, because that changes things, I think, when you meet them. face to face in person. They just get your energy, and they
Yeah.
either want to work with you or they don't. It's very hard to tell if you want to work with someone by a video, by watching
Yeah.
someone just sing at the camera. It's
Yeah.
awkward. Very awkward.
It really
And
must be.
I don't know how are they meant to cast a job with watching someone on a videotape. It's very
Well, I
odd,
suppose
but
if it's for TV, then you can get it because you're watching them on a TV. But if it's for theatre, then it must be
this,
a totally different ball game.
this has never been done until lockdown.
Clearly. Would
think
you
no,
would you ever do a reality show? One of your Faye Brooks fans has asked.
I wouldn't say no. I think it just depends which one.
What would be your favourite?
Strictly.
That
I mean,
question.
I come and look at me. I would love the sequins. I would love gaining a new skill. I think that would be really exciting because as much as everybody knows I've done dancing, I haven't done it all. And I haven't danced for a while because I haven't been in a show. So I think it would be so exciting. And every week you learn something new. And, you know, I've been getting to meet other people from different industries as well. So that's exciting too when you meet new people. And the professionals are just phenomenal. I'm in awe of them. Like, they've committed their whole life to dance, and you can tell from the top of their head to the point of their toe. Like, that would be really exciting, I think. So Strictly,
I think you'd be really good at that. I actually think you'd be really good at that.
Oh, do you?
I do, yeah. I do.
Put it out there.
Put it out there to the universe. Oh. Whilst we're talking about this, I'm going to ask people watching now, would you like Faye and I to do an Instagram live talking more about spirituality and how to better yourselves rather than all the Corrie stuff, because we're covering that here? If you do, please just give us a thumbs up. If there's thumbs downs, then we won't do it. But it's just, you know, how we can be our better versions of ourselves, and what we can help everybody else with. And obviously we'll do it with questions. Well, they're already coming through with a yes. So what are you watching wow, there's lots. What are you watching at the moment on Netflix?
Oh, what am I not watching? Come on.
Tell me, what are you watching?
I've watched Hollywood. I am obsessed
I've not watched it yet.
with that program. It's just ticks every box. It's classy, it's dramatic, it's based on true characters back in the 20s and 30s. It's iconic, it's dramatic, it's very twirly, you know, musical theatre. Everybody has a story. Each character is just layered, and on top of all that, they're just dressed in the most beautiful vintage, you know, that whole kind of garland, just that era. To me, if I was to be born in any other era, it would be that one. So it resonates in my soul, that program, because it's everything. It's just wow. And I'm watching Dead to Me, the second series.
So good.
So good.
So good.
I've watched Normal People. I thought it was phenomenal.
I've not watched that yet.
Phenomenal. The actors are just simply stunning. Like, everything is just real and raw, and I love that. It's like they literally ripped out their soul and put it on TV. I've watched White Lines.
Oh, that's brilliant.
You like that? Should we have
Yes.
this conversation? I didn't enjoy it as much as everyone that I'm talking to, and I don't know whether it just because it made me feel very uncomfortable, but I thought that's what's so good about it.
See, I loved it for the music.
There you go. Okay, so it's not my typical go-to for music.
No, me neither.
Everyone that was in it was brilliant in their own way. I even particularly thought the actor that played Axel, I only finished it last night, by the way. Yeah, so it's really fresh in my head. But I just got to the point where I was like screaming at the screen. I couldn't take the way that they behaved. I couldn't handle the deceit. I couldn't even handle the blood and the gore. It upset me. But probably for the right reasons, that the writers that was their intention, to not make you sit, give you this fluff piece, to make you really go there.
I did sit there at one point doing that. And
I think
I won't spoil it.
Everyone I've spoken to has said that. So I'm not the only one that was a little bit. Little Fires Everywhere. And
yeah, is that good?
show. Have you watched the morning show? That's on Apple TV.
Yes,
Not everyone has
that.
but those, oh,
I didn't find the morning show that good.
I
Clang.
Why didn't you enjoy it though? I'm not gonna like make you enjoy it by having a conversation, but just curious because I really loved it.
I didn't feel like it gripped me. I
Okay.
didn't feel gripped. I didn't feel like the storyline was gripping. That's what I'd probably say. I just felt it was like that. It didn't crescendo or anything.
Time when Harvey Weinstein in the States and the drama that has been going around Hollywood so that it came off the back of that.
Yeah.
And so I knew politically where this was going. And that's why I really enjoyed it, because it was kind of trying to make a statement for women. And I do think it achieved that. And I love the fact that I watched the morning show and then I watched Little Fires Everywhere, which is on Amazon. And just Reese Witherspoon. I mean, I know I gushed about her earlier, how she made this role of Elle Woods, but she still is someone I think can play anything. She's an absolute underdog. She literally, I'm in awe of her. I see everything through her eyes, and I'm captivated by her. So I really enjoyed her performance and I'm still watching Little Fires Everywhere. I've not finished it yet.
I've not watched it. What am I watching? Schitt's Creek. Someone said to watch Schitt's Creek.
Yay!
So I've just started that. Yeah, I've started watching that. I'm only on season 1.
It's brilliant because it does what it does. It removes you from your daily routine. It's a little escape. It's funny. What I found out even more interesting about it is that the guy that's playing the dad and the guy that's playing the son are actually father and son in real life. So so now as you're watching it, you'll see their little mannerisms and how have they become characters and their own connections. So I like things like that. It's more interesting.
I watched an episode before I came on tonight, so I'm going to go and watch another one in a bit. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions. We have about 8 minutes left. So, well, first of all, somebody asked me, this is not a quick fire, where do you buy your clothes?
Where do I buy my clothes? Topshop is all I go to because it has everything under one roof. To the point that House of CB is there. And that's one of my favorite kind of flattering dress area of Topshop that you can really go all out. Very expensive, yes, but they are go-to dress. You know, whether it's
red one that I styled you in.
Oh my God. I mean, that was daring, but it gave me confidence because they're all so flattering.
Yeah.
And what I love about Topshop is that they obviously take on what's trending with fashion, what's up, what the next kind of new fad is, or because they are now runway, because they are ahead with their seasons and what they need to compete with other designers. I feel like if you were to just go in now and see the mannequins or even the first few rating of clothes, you'll see things that my mum would have worn back, when she was younger, and we're talking 70s, and how flares are, the go-to if you want to, again, flattering figure kind of piece. They do sports stuff there now as well. So for me, it's easy to just grab some comfortable, and they have labels. So like, that's great for me because I kind of love that I might have a Lessie or, the cool look. I try to be cool. I'm not that cool, but they've got Topshop and shoes. They've got Office there now.
They've got everything.
Topshop.
Okay, quick fire. Chocolate or sweets?
Chocolate.
Milk chocolate, white chocolate, or dark chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Me too now.
It's my go-to.
It's because I've become intolerant to Cadbury's, so it's a very sad time. I have, honestly. So I have to have dark chocolate. It's my treat.
Oh.
Okay, what? For some reason, somebody must have asked this question. What's your favourite day of the week?
Oh,
I know.
my favorite day of the week.
That's why
Probably
I
a
thought,
Friday.
like,
A Friday,
okay.
because it's
Friday.
the weekend.
Yes.
You work Friday.
Yeah. Favourite colour?
Blue.
Interesting. What's your favourite film and favourite song? Not from the same thing.
Favorite film. Oh my God. That is a heavy question. I did not expect that question.
There's a lot more that you won't be expecting.
My favourite film is The Notebook.
Ah, I've never seen that either.
You'll cry.
Because I cry at anything, so I'm not going to watch it because I'll cry.
Yeah, so I would go with The Notebook. I'm obsessed with it.
Song?
And favourite song is oh gosh, that's really hard.
Time to think about it.
No, I'll just go with Katy Perry.
Firework.
Yes.
Is it?
How do you know?
Don't know. I just thought you'd come up with that. That would be a Faye song.
I love that song. I love singing that song. I love what that song represents.
Yeah, that's why.
The feeling of you can just dance around to it. Yeah, Firework, Katy Perry.
Okay. Your favourite ice cream flavour?
I do love vanilla. Just I'm simple, like, but proper vanilla. Like vanilla bean. Like the good stuff.
The good stuff, the expensive stuff. Who
I
is your favourite?
Choc chip though.
Oh yeah, that's good as well. That is good. Yeah. Who's your favourite Kardashian?
Khloe.
Mine too.
Khloe, like,
yeah,
and she's just getting better and better and better, because I just think whatever life throws at her, she's like, whatever. Like, I've got this.
Yeah, she's so good. Okay.
About the anyway.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Beach or ski?
Beach or what?
Ski.
Oh, a beach. Sorry, I do skiing, but beach.
Okay. Would you either climb a mountain or jump out of a plane?
Jump out of a plane.
Okay.
Never done it. I really want to do it.
I want to jump out of a plane. I've had it on my kind of bucket list for a long time doing it. Maybe we could do a little tandem joint thing. Who's your celebrity crush? We have 1 minute left, just so you know.
Oh, celebrity crush. Oh, think quick. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got 1 minute left.
Well, you've not now. You did have.
Oh. I mean, I used to love Jennifer Lawrence. I used to crush on her. Not a man. Sorry. It wasn't a man.
That's all right. Final question. Who inspires you?
My mum.
Oh, I knew you'd say
my mum.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh. So final comment. Sorry, no, go on. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, just for her being her and teaching me that life lesson.
Aww.
You know, that no matter who I am, and I think if that's going to inspire me to be anything that like she is, a little girl one day to say that about me, I would love that I've brought her up to in the right way that my mum did with me, just letting me be me, but also kind of just the way that she is herself, and truly wholeheartedly nothing else but true to who she is. That's I'd love to say that she's my inspiration for that.
Well, I'm going to end this with a message that a comment that my best friend has put on. She has said, what an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous young lady. Sadly, I know she's not referring to me. She's referring to you. But we have 10 seconds. Thank you so much. And we will do a part 2 talking about how we feel about ourselves.